Everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we're going to be doing a jumping review with the TRX. It's going to be absolutely insane, but let's just get right into it. Well, of course we have to start things with launch control. That one made me a little bit lightheaded, just a little bit. I've launched it, I think, 4 times today here, and it actually gets pretty good traction. Now I've got, if you guys are wondering, the setup that I have today, I've got it in Baja mode, and then I have all the tires down to about 31 PSI, so a little bit lower than what I did last time. And then aside from the tires, I have turned the stability control all the way off. So how you do this is you have to be completely stopped. You throw it into Baja mode, which turns off part of the stability control, but to turn off all of the computers and systems, including the collision assistance and everything, again, all the way stopped, hold down the ESC button for about, I think it's about 10 seconds roughly, just like on a lot of other cars, like my Raptor is the same way. And then it'll turn all of the systems off. And yeah, the truck does drive quite a bit looser, and I actually prefer how it drives with everything turned off, because I feel like I can get a little bit more control of the truck versus it doing any of the braking and all that. And it also turns off of any of the active braking, so it does kind of change everything from there. This is my least favorite part of the trail for the TRX because it doesn't really fit. We're just kind of making do with what we are given. I mean, it does an okay job. And then this is the fun part. You guys can probably hear we're like at the edge of grip with the tires right there and with the sand. This part right here is where you can get some fun donut action going on and all that. And you guys can probably see there on the camera mirror, we've got tons of dust that we are picking up from behind us. Yeah, this isn't nearly as bumpy with the tires at lower PSI. Who would have thought? It's like struggling to get traction. Yeah, it was spinning all the way up to like 70 miles an hour, still spinning. But it is what it is. So this part right here, you used to be able to catch air, but you can't really anymore. It'll just be kind of the front end that'll pop up. Gives you sort of a jumping feel. I totally just lost it right there. Just a little bit. Okay, so this one we can make it through. The next one we cannot. So, or no, not this one. Now the next one. So this one we've got to go all the way on the side, and it's pretty caved in at this point. So you guys can see, yeah. If you don't go on the side, you just pretty much scrape the bottom, which, I mean, it's fine, the TRX has skid plates, but I'm not really in the business to do that kind of stuff, so we're gonna keep things cool and just stay there on the side. One thing that's interesting is the TRX pretty much takes up this whole trail, which isn't an issue for this trail, but some trails it is. Feels like I'm going faster than I am. I don't know why, but kind of get that feeling. One thing about this Baja mode is it's not perfect with the gears. If I let off the throttle for too long, then it kind of goes into fuel economy mode, it seems like, and it goes up to way high of a gear, and so then it's like, it takes a second, but I mean, it has so much power that it's not really an issue. I love the downshifts that it does though in Baja mode to help you with braking. Man, if this thing was not four-wheel drive all the time, then it would be near impossible to drive in situations like this, because even with the four-wheel drive, you are just struggling for traction pretty much the whole time. But hopefully you guys could see, overall suspension-wise, the truck drives really smooth over that stuff compared to other vehicles and at a higher rate of speed. A lot of vehicles on that trail, you're gonna have to go significantly slower and it's not gonna be nearly as smooth. Now this is the little jump thing. I'm not gonna take it hardcore this time because I literally jumped earlier to test this out and it was scary. But you can see, lands really smooth. So it is our obligation to do a 0 to 60 time here off-road, and I've got to find the right, I think it's dashboard that we want to be, no, it's timers. So we're gonna have timers. We're gonna get the 0 to 60 and see how quick it is. My best is 4.3 on-road, but we'll see what we can get off-road here. So it looks like we got 5.9 seconds 0 to 60, and then we'll flip around and do it again. And you guys can see this is a huge benefit with the TRX is even though it has a horrible turning radius, we can just kind of go off on the side of the road a little bit, and then we can just pop back over. Yeah. Turning radius is literally the worst in any vehicle ever made, I think. Partially because of that four-wheel drive system, but we love it. Oh, I don't think I turned launch on. There we go. Oh, this one's gonna be way worse. Oh, we got better somehow. That time we somehow got 5.5 seconds 0 to 60, so 5.9 the first time and 5.5 the second time. I don't know how, because that one felt like it slipped out way more, but can't argue with the timers. Well, we are going to do the jumping for the TRX so you guys can see how it handles. I am nervous. Earlier I jumped it, I caught way too much here. The truck handled it perfectly, but like it's still scary every single time I jump it, like just worrying about something happening with the truck. So we're gonna take this one slow. So that was about 32 miles an hour. And if you guys are wondering, it's my stuff in the back going all over the place, but that was pretty good. 30 miles an hour, and you guys can see the truck handled it perfectly. So this is number 2, and as much as I do not want to do this, we will take this one a little bit faster, just by a slight margin. So 20. I think that one was actually worse. I read 31 before we took off, and I made the silly mistake of still being on the throttle mid-air, which you don't want to do during a jump, but we're getting places. This is probably going to be the last one. Oh man, I'm just buying my time because I am nervous. So we'll go full throttle, like right. We hit it kind of crooked. That was weird, but I also lost, I mean, you guys saw that. I went full throttle and kind of, I think it was just, I just think it was in the wrong gear or something, but we'll try that one more time. Try this again, except I'm just gonna come down with more speed and then we'll go full throttle, since the truck seemed like it didn't want to get any traction. it keeps going crooked, as you guys can see a little bit. And it seems like it doesn't want to, just keeps gearing down. Wow, that was massive air. Now we of course have to end today's video with a little bit of a spin class again. Stability control all the way off. So we're gonna try here again and do it a little bit farther away from them so that we don't run into them. Boom. Now that's gonna sum things up for our jumping review here with the TRX. Obviously we had some fun on the trails and then did a ton of jumping, caught so much air that last time, had tons of fun, and the TRX obviously is completely fine afterwards, so the truck can really take a beating. And yeah, I'll see all of you guys in the next video.